Welcome back to Robinson's Automotive, toolsandtime.com. I hope everyone's finding a way to stay cool on this hot, muggy day. Well, at least it's here in Pennsylvania. It's hot and muggy. Getting ready to tackle this Subaru. We're gonna do a left front axle in addition to rear brakes. And I figured I'll just throw up a camera and take you guys along with me. Bam, there she be. 100,000 subscribers, 372 videos. I stayed in the weeds. I somehow managed to get there as the content creator, the main character, the editor, you name it. I don't know. So for some reason, people chose to watch it, and I'm super proud, super thankful. I'm going to try to just push through this one, so bear with me. Just taking a peek at these front brakes while we're here. We've got about 4:30 seconds left, so I'm going to recommend a front brake service on this as well, but they're going to have to reschedule it. Schedule is getting pretty far out there. We'll take it from there. I'm going to raise the lift up a little bit. What size axle nut do you guys think that is? Did you guess a 32? If you did, you're right. Oh man. Okay. All right, so next I'm going to jump up here and remove these two strut bolts, but I want to mark this position of this top bolt, because when we are done, I want to line this back up in the same spot. In addition, I'm going to put some marks here, Let's put a little penetrating oil on those. Even if it doesn't help, it'll help lubricate the threads as it's coming out. That one. See, it's like a cam style bolt, so you can manipulate your alignment. All right, get that out. I'm going to pop this clip here. If we have to, we'll take the tie rod off, but what I do a lot of times is I turn the wheel all the way to this side. Let's see if it gives us enough. All right, there you have it. Now we just gotta go underneath and pop that axle. You don't want to be pulling on stuff too much. All right, right here you'll see a little plastic cover. That's your access hole. Get that down. I'm going to take and zip these two bolts out, because a lot of times I can't reach that from there. Got one here. Got one here. What can give me a little bit more freedom? Let's take this one. That'll give me a much clearer shot, to be honest with you. All right. There it goes. Hopefully don't lose too much transmission fluid. All right, there she be. This is the one that was popping on us. Let's go take and match it up to the other axle. Okay. So far, everything looks good. I'm going to go in the same way as I took it out. There it goes. Went right in. Make sure it doesn't come back out. You can feel when you're in, and we're in like Flint. I haven't heard that in a while. Alrighty. Use that as a guide, and if you remember, the top one has the eccentric that we marked. That should allow us to put the bottom one in. I'm gonna turn it this way. We put this clip back in before we forget. I marked this for the alignment. You'll see it's an eccentric and the alignment moves when I move. Okay, you see my mark. The top one had a washer, the bottom one did not. I'll hold this. I want to torque them to spec. Just got to look up the torque specifications on this axle nut. So torque them down to 115. This is going to be 162. Once it clicks, you stop. All right, once you know you're torqued properly, you're going to take and knock that down into that groove. Just like that. Now I'll just keep it from coming loose. So the front axle is done. I'm going to take and throw the tire on now, since it's at the proper height. And then I'm going to go underneath and put those plastics up. Then I'll torque it after I let it down. Just putting this back together. Customer was stopping by. I just got done putting a timing belt on his car. But it was one I did a video on a couple videos back. And it was on that EGR low flow that kept on popping up. And he's like, dude, I felt secondhand embarrassment when you did your happy dance at the end. I was like, well, you know what? That goes back generations. I say, because my uncle, he used to be like that. He was my grandmother's brother, so it was actually my dad's uncle. Lived into his 90s, but what a hard worker. He had like these marching songs that he was singing. And the one that came to mind after just explaining this to the customer was one he used to sing, and it went something like this. I can't sing either, but he used to go, Willie wanted to learn how to dance, so he took himself a class. He wanted to show him all the wiggle of the Robinson ass. And that used to crack me up, man. I'd be like, man, this is how they kept each other motivated back when he was in the service. And he had some other ones I could share with you, but they're not suited for YouTube, that's for sure. I'm just going to torque the front lug nuts before moving to the back so I don't accidentally forget about them. Like I said, I'm just dragging you along. Horse and pony show here. 14 millimeter. Or is it a dog and pony show? Same size for the back. This side's going to come apart a lot easier because I did a wheel bearing on it a couple months back. I'll probably be putting new clips and everything in there, but we'll see here in a second. Yeah, this is the one I did a wheel bearing on. Wheel hub assembly. And the brake kit we'll be using on this one today is the Napa Premium Rotor with the Adaptive 1 technology brake pads. Pretty good feedback on these. So I've been using this combination or the Silent Guard. If you guys are familiar with these, just let me know in the comments what you prefer. If you have one over the other. Put this plug in this bad boy. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? What I'm going to do is pop these clips out. I'll do this off camera because I know I'm running out of space and my battery's about to die. I'll also pull these out. I'll clean them up. Put new fresh grease on them. So I've been using this silicone base brake pad and lubricant. So it's compatible with rubber, so you're supposed to be able to use it on the pins and the hardware. So far it's been okay. Something I started using recently, because I normally use two different types of brake grease, but supposedly this is supposed to be good for both. And beautiful, looks good. Like I said, I already cleaned these up off camera. I took wire wheel to everything, cleaned them up, re-greased them. Everything feels fantastic. So you can load the caliper 6 one, half dozen the other. A lot of times the pads fall out on me, so I don't. To be honest with you, I just put it together one piece at a time. These you want to make sure they're nice and tight, torque them to spec. Push it and make sure the rotor is not rubbing the plate. The last thing you want to have to do is come back and take it apart like you have to do 9 times out of 10 with these. It's usually not the back here setting or lip that rubs. And I hate bringing the car back on a lift because it's something like that. So we have inner and outer pads. Feels good. That feels good. Always take a look at your brake reservoir just in case someone topped it off. Push this bad boy in. The reason you want to check your brake fluid level is because sometimes people will top them off, but your level is going to naturally go down as your brake pads wear. And well, a lot of people do, some shops, they'll top off your fluids, and then when you go to push your calipers in, when you go to do a brake service, the fluid overflows. So any contact point, put a little grease here, a little bit here. No sense of smearing it all over the pads for dirt to collect when you can put them on the caliper like that. Always make sure your brake hose isn't twisted. Okay. I'm going to spray this down with brake cleaner, put the wheel on, jump over to the other side, repeat the same exact steps, and then we'll take it for a test drive. I was just trying to avoid that, but sometimes no matter how hard you try, you just got to let them snap and pray that you can get one snuck back there. But luckily on this one, I could sneak a new stud back there and I'll drive her home. You know, every 10-minute brake job is 1 minute away from being a 4-hour adventure. You know how it goes.